Today I want to talk about the New Orleans Pelicans. Coming into the season, I thought they were going to be good, or I thought they were at least going to be a playing team. But looking at it now, they're 2-12, injuries are already riddling the team, and Zion is on the bench again. And it's like, there's been a curse following this team ever since 2022 with injuries. And it gets to the point where, do the Pelicans look for a change? Do they look for a culture change or a big move to make a big shift? Because I think that's what they should do at this point. And y'all guessed about a title. I want them to trade Zion. Now look, first 2 years of Zion's career, he was relatively healthy. They were in a bubble. Zion had a good rookie season. He looked like he was going to be a top 5 NBA player eventually. And he definitely looked like the Pelicans' cornerstone. Next season comes around. Lingers of injuries, but he still looks really good. 2022 season, he's injured, can't play for the playoffs. Mind you, that 2022 Pelicans team was probably the best we've ever seen them. Now let's get to 2023. High expectations are on Zion. He's injured again, that whole season pretty much. He plays like 4 months, he's out. And besides a few flashy dunks and an all-star appearance, it was just another wasted season for him. 2024, the expectations are higher. Look, 2023 offseason, Zion was doing a lot of stupid things. First of all, getting into unnecessary drama, just doing stupid stuff, plus he looked overweight. 2024 season comes around, he's healthy this time, and we get to see Zion really go off. He's making these big time layups, he looks athletic as ever, and there's pretty much no way to stop him. You try to double team Zion, he'll kick it out for a wide open 3-pointer. If you try to guard him at the rim, he'd go airborne and just complete a layup over you. And we even saw a little Zion mid-range here and there. So his game was constantly improving. And by the All-Star break, he was selected as an All-Star starter, which is huge. But guess what? He gets injured again for the rest of the season. 2025 comes around. Same story. This time he only plays like 3 months. Coming into 2026, he's had like a solid 4 games. And he's already out of the rotation. So what am I saying here? It's been 6 years of this bullshit. How much longer do you put with it if you're the Pelicans? Zion, at his peak, is a top 5 NBA player. Is it really worth going through this much losing seasons when you haven't even had a winning one when Zion was healthy? Is it worth that much? Is Zion worth that much? Is he worth going through all of this losing? And is he worth being this patient as a franchise for him? In my opinion, no. And look, I was on that trade Zion bandwagon in 2023 because I was looking at him and I'm like, okay, he's just a lost cause. And this season, he's already injured and it's the same hamstring that's been bothering him for the last 5 years. When is it gonna change? Zion clearly doesn't feel the pressure to win in the Pelicans because they're a losing team too. When you look at the team around him, there's no really core veterans or championship leaders. And I'm looking around the team right now. Even this season, they weren't gonna make a massive playoff run. I'm just disappointed in this team, but specifically Zion. Look, it may be better for just both ways to part on Zion. Look, the Pelicans GM, Joe Dumars, he's terrible. He traded for Derek Queen and traded the next pick that's probably gonna be top 5 in the next draft. I don't think Derek Queen is a bad player. In fact, Tim Duncan texted the Pelicans commentator mid-game that he liked Derek Queen. That's huge. Tim Duncan, amazing player. Getting props from him, that's obviously a big thing. And look, I like Derek Queen's game. He's slow, but he uses it to his advantage, almost like Luka and Alfred Sengun. He knows how to pass, he knows where to place the ball. He has a great IQ and understanding of the game. But the honest truth, if the Pelicans get a top 3 pick next year, which goes to the Hawks, and the Hawks end up drafting Darren Peterson, AJ DeBosta, or Cam Boozer, are you gonna have Derek Queen over any of those guys? Probably not, right? If you do, fair. If you don't, you're part of the majority. Again, I'm not calling Derek Queen a bad player, but this is just an example of how bad Joe Dumars is as a GM. So why am I saying this? Because I don't think he's gonna trade Zion. I just think he's gonna waste more years on him, wait till he's about 30. Once they actually have a solid team, it's way too late to do anything. Because Zion, he isn't in his athletic peak no more. And everybody on the court is just veterans. Look, I think it's just better for both sides if they move on. It's a mutual benefit. Zion, Things clearly aren't working out in New Orleans. He clearly isn't enjoying anything. Even though he's skinny, there's been problems of being overweight in the past. And it's not just being overweight, it's also just a lack of consistency with him, especially in a jump shot when he's playing. And talking about playing, he never does play. He is always injured, and that hamstring has been nagging at him for like 5 years. Things just clearly aren't going to work out on this Pelicans team. And look, if you're the Pelicans, you might as well just trade Zion. You have some good young players. I think it would be a good chance to rebuild. Sell Zion while his stock is high, and teams will go all out for him. Rather than wait 3 years, waste Zion with more injury-riddled years. And then when that time comes where you want to trade him, where it's obvious to trade him, he has way less stock. Don't wait till that. Don't waste your time. Just do it now. And I really do hope Joe Dumars, he really does take that into consideration. I think it's just better for both sides if they move on. Look, I think Zion would be perfect for a team like the Knicks, or perfect for a team like the Hawks. Look, for example, the Knicks, right? Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby. 2 expensive contracts that they could dump for an all-star. Zion Williamson, he fits the Knicks game plan. He's gritty, he could get to the rim, that helps a lot. They already have 3-point shooting. He could come off the bench, he could be a starter and instantly change them from a great team to automatic championship contenders, which that's all New York wants with her prime Jalen Brunson right now. Also, Karl Anthony Towns, he could space out the floor, something that Zion has never had with a center in the Pelicans. And the Hawks, look, I don't think I have to say much, but I'll just say one sentence. Trae Young and Zion Williamson. One of the best duos in the NBA if that shit happens. But I want to know what y'all think, man. Do y'all think the Pelicans should trade Zion, or do y'all think they should keep them? In my opinion, I would love to see Zion on a team like the Knicks or Hawks. I'm a Hawks fan, so I would love to see him on the Hawks. I want to trade the pick we have from the Pelicans for Zion, but if we could trade somebody else for him, or maybe make a package that's not including Trae, or Jalen Johnson, why not? If y'all like my video, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and until later, I'll see you on Mars. Peace.
You telling me you falling out of love with me. Hope you can find someone to love you better than I did. Taking our memories on love and treating it like nothing. Taking our memories on love and treating it like gossip. It's my love for my grandmother make me gentle when I care for you. Tell me you're falling out of love, she's breaking my heart in two.